Oh.
There we go.
Dude, I think... I don't know. I think, like, people are concerned about the wrong stuff. Don't talk about mega evolution. Talk about which mega evolutions will make one sexy, like Mega Lopunny.
Yeah, with the ripped, stockings.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait for Mega Serena to just, like, have a really big defined boot and to start stepping on your cock and her balls.
I thought you were going to say balls. I thought you were going to say... Like, she has a really hard cock, like, while she's stepping at you.
You know her, like, pink, like, shiny legs? She's just, like, in a full, like, latex drone suit now. Yeah. And she's stepping on your balls and cock. And Mega Salazzle comes through the screen and fucks you.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The
just
pheromones come out of the switch, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that's...
We're watching Pokemon Worlds, it's like, they use a Mega Salazzle and their opponent is masturbating. Oh, yeah, they are masturbating now. I think this is over. The timer is clicking. He has not picked any move.
I remember when Mega Lopunny was revealed, a lot of people are like, well, they had to make her horny. They had to give her the ripped, stockings. They had to give her, like, the big boobs. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, for some reason, people think... to this day, that Lopunny has boobs, which is like not a thing that she has. I really can't think of many Pokemon other than like Nidoqueen and Jinx off the top of my head that have like defined breasts. So
defined breasts?
Yeah.
No, the biggest example of that is Gardevoir. I was something like this, like, man, Gardevoir is so sexualized. Says, I want you to Google Gardevoir and not look at anything drawn by people who don't work at Nintendo. I truly think
it is a pretty ambiguously gendered looking thing. Like, it is not like, like, obviously it's like femme leaning, but it's not as clearly female as like Gallade is supposed to be, like, clearly male or whatever.
Renemon's another example. Renamon, like, isn't sexualized that much. It's like, and also, I don't have issues with sexualizing Pokemon or Digimon. Do your truth, right? I just think sometimes they, like, affect the zeitgeist, and normal niggas that aren't attracted to it will forget what the original Pokemon looks like. They'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
All right, well. Well, guys, we're doing it again. We got some more freaking pilots for this episode of Cartoon Buffoons. I'm Wyatt, and who is here with me today, as always?
Hello, I'm Morgan, and I'm the penguin from Happy Feet who raps. Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge.
Wait, is that in Happy Feet? I've never seen.
That's literally in Happy Feet.
It's like a jungle there's like a sometimes. It makes me wonder.
Makes me wonder how I keep. Unless I misremembered it, but I'm pretty sure that's in Happy Feet. I hope I'm not wrong. If I am, fuck you guys.
Child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. Anyway, we're here to talk about some pilots. Hold on, let me get up the fucking list of. I sound like I'm upset. There's actually some pretty good pilots in here.
This is a better clip, the better group actually.
Yeah, so we got Enter Mode 5. We got Zoot Rumpus. We got Mask of Santo. We got Wacky Races Forever. We got Avery Matthews, Porch Cow, and Elliot's Zoo. So that's what we're going to be talking about. A couple of these are like 3 minutes long.
They're short.
And then one is like 5.5 minutes or something, but the rest are normal length. So let's just jump right into it. How'd you feel about this might be one that we disagree on, but how did you feel about Enter Mode 5?
Wait, you like this one?
No. That's why
fucking neither. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I
disagree.
I posted on Blue Sky the minute I got about 2 minutes into the pilot, where I was like, yeah, sometimes you find some hidden gems, but sometimes you know within like 90 seconds that one is garbage, and this is one of those, unfortunately.
I've never had an art style lull me into a false sense of security to then beat me over the head with mediocrity in my entire life.
Yeah.
It's
not funny.
My notes literally say not funny, and I don't like how that duck looks. That's all I got in here.
That's true, because you see the thumbnail on YouTube and you're like, all right, these characters look fine, but there's one hidden racist character just off screen
super racist
that you don't see. So it's
like literally at this point, like truly decades out from when this would be okay racism.
Yeah,
like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's not like maybe in the 70s you'd have been like, okay, yeah, that's a little weird, but you know,
why the fuck would you think I was gonna like this?
No, it's just I guess I didn't think you were gonna like it, but I didn't know if you were going to dislike it as much as me. You know, because I went into because I was like, there is some stuff that I could see being funny or appealing here. It's just this to me. This is gonna sound really mean, and I don't want to be mean to indie things that are coming out now, but this really does feel like somebody made an indie animation on YouTube that has absolutely zero experience with writing or creating a funny cartoon or anything. They just sort of like, maybe they're like the funniest person in their friend group or something like that, and they just keep showing them work in progress stuff, and they're like, this is good, keep on going.
This feels like what, and I don't mean this to be mean, I don't have any feelings about whatever the fuck her show is called, I can't remember. This is what I think people feel like when they watch Vizzy Pop shit when they don't like it.
Yeah,
is how I felt watching this.
Yeah.
Before we get to like the actual show, shout out the fact that two of the main characters in this are fucking goddamn David Wittenberg, who is Kakashi in Naruto.
What? Who the fuck?
That's insane.
What character was that?
Bushnell, the big blue dog. Okay. That's fucking Kakashi. Right. Kakashi Hatsuke.
Yeah, there's like a blue dog that has a Tron helmet on.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
Yeah. This is actually
like a Space Invader
like,
shirt.
One thing that annoyed me right off the bat with this is how thin the premise is, where it's like, all right, it's like
nothing.
Yeah, it's such a nothing fucking premise. The fact that, okay, you have like the main character, he's like an eager little kid, and then he goes and he's like in a club thing with a bunch of these weird freaky guys, and like the problem is it just made me think of I'm sorry to reference OKKO or whatever, like some other show from way later down, but I remember hearing Toby talk about how when they were developing it, their first like pitches that they did were really funny, but they didn't have any confidence in the like the world that they were creating. Like the characters just, it felt like the people making the pilot, like them, were already bored with the concept the moment that they started making something with it. Like that there was very little confidence in what they were making, because it was just like characters deconstructive jokes and like winking at the camera and everything about stuff that had not even been established properly, you know, or had just been established and everything. And it's like, yeah, that might be funny in the short term, but when you think about like how would this even function as a long-term series, that's where you start to get into problems. And that's like the issue with a lot of pilots, and that's a huge issue with this pilot. I think even something as simple as like just make it SpongeBob style, the kid isn't part of the group yet, and then he has to go through all these trials to become part of the group. Don't make it so that it's like, oh, he's part of it, and then the other characters are just bored, so they kick him out, so that then he has to go back through the trials. It's just such a, it's so I think poorly structured as far as that goes. That's just like such a weird, awkward way to create conflict.
I think like it would almost be funny in how awkward it is if the show was funny.
Yeah.
but it's
true.
not so. Okay, we get it. It's a group. The kid wants to join in. We have the main kid who's like the little red bird, and then you have a big nerdy bird big nerdy dog who's blue, Vitron helmet and a Space Invader shirt. You have a creepy lizard.
Something
who's like into horror. You have a gay dog. I don't know how else to put it. He's pink, and the joke is he's a little gay.
Yeah,
fox. Yeah, and then you have a racist bird.
Yeah.
I don't even want to like really talk about the racist bird because the racist bird is racist, and I'm like maybe I'm fucked up, and then they're like, oh yes, for his challenge he wants you to have a kaiju fight, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I wasn't wrong. This is, by the way, they're all color coded. You know, the green lizard, the blue dog. Take a shot in the dark. What fucking color you think the goddamn racist bird is? That's supposed to be
Japanese.
Asian.
Yeah,
that's Japanese. Take a shot in the fucking dark. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This was literally this is funny because I don't think it got worse the more I watched it, but I became more irate with how bad it was the longer it went on.
How lazy and stupid it's just like annoying because like it just feels so lazy. They don't give a fuck, etc. Like I compare it to some indie animation that comes out now, and you watch it, and it's like, I don't know, this maybe could be good if you had any industry experience, but you don't, so it's kind of bad. And then you watch stuff that from people that actually do have real industry experience. You're like, okay, this is a real thing. You know, I totally could see this becoming a show or whatever. But this honestly doesn't even remind me of that. It kind of reminds me of like Newgrounds Flash animation, like that level of like hack writing.
Very much so.
And when I was like, this doesn't even seem like. Because it seems like it's trying to tap into that like that era of Cartoon Network, the Chowder kind of Billy and Mandy, like the little bit of mean, cynical humor. But
it doesn't commit to it. It doesn't even commit to that. Like
it doesn't fully commit to it. It's also like I noticed that it had a writer, so it wasn't like board driven. So they didn't, which is fine. Like if something is written, that doesn't mean that's bad. It's just. I think that's what led to some of the more like awkward kind of exposition-y or stupid joke dialogue. Like all the stuff with the fox basically was just like this. It was, I don't know. There's a lot about this that's just like very sloppily made that I could just tell so quick that it was bad. And then it was just kept being bad the whole time. So it was just... I was like, yeah, no way this fucking would become a show. Like, yeah.
This is also Gabe Swar, who like has worked on a lot of shit. Shout out him. Not really.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure he's cool. Sure he's talented, cool guy. It's just that this
sucks.
Some people it's just like with the fucking way back when we started doing these, where there was like a Chris Savino pilot, and it's like, yeah, I'm sure he's a talented guy. He worked on Dexter's Lab and fucking Powerpuff Girls and everything, and he went on to make The Loud House, which many creepy guys on the internet, they certainly love that show. But and to say nothing of him being a fucking creep, obviously, but like it was just weird seeing somebody that should have a lot more talent and ability to create something interesting or captivating as a show continually fail at that and just like continue to make stuff that just sucks so much. And then you're just like
brutal.
Yeah, you just get like bored and you want to move on, etc. So yeah, I don't know, 2 out of 5 is what I would give this. Like
I think technically it does look good.
Yeah.
Like I think the art style looks good. It just, dude, oh my god, I couldn't fucking care. It's 2 out of 5. That's generous. I kind of want to give it a 1 because of the racist bird.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's totally fine. So.
Also, I found that this might have been an adaptation of like a webcomic. So honestly, Jesus.
Honestly, 1 out of 5.
Jesus Christ, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, this seems that's what I was saying. It's like Newgrounds or like webcomic-y. It has that like Control-Delete style of like I kind of know what cartoons are like, so I'm kind of writing, like that. But again, like, I'm sure the person who created it is like is an artist that has talent, but maybe he's just not good at creating, like, a show like this. Not everybody is.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess before we move on, this was based off a comic series that ran, I think, made by the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
That ran in Play Magazine. You remember Play Magazine, the gamer magazine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for like 12 issues.
Wow. That's a good amount.
I definitely, if this was in, I definitely skipped this. I definitely did not even. I wanted to read about Resident Evil. I didn't, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Excuse my French. Whatever this gay shit is. Yeah. I definitely.
And then I immediately was like, okay, here we go. When we started the next one, which is Zoot Rumpus. This is an actual real show.
This is a real thing that someone.
Yeah.
I feel like we have not been hard on the planet the way we're being hard on fucking modes on a minute. Like,
enter mode 5. I think I can't really think of anything. Maybe like we were kind of mean towards like Crooked Sip. Which I think was
that fucking sucked too. That sucked ass too. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Zoot Rumpus, pretty funny.
Yeah, pretty
I had
funny.
A pretty good time.
Yeah,
pretty good time.
It wasn't like the absolute best cream of the crop pilot or anything, but it was like it's a real show. I love the art style. I think that it has like such a
shout out Kaz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like the main character is very cute. It has this, like, it's like somewhere between, like, My Life as a Teenage Robot and, like, SpongeBob, I guess, in, like, its tone and art style, because it has, like, this thick line kind of, like, retro future kind of art style to it, but then, like, the characters are very SpongeBob-y, especially Mr. Lawrence. He's doing, like, a Filbert-style voice for the main character. And then I did recognize who was Einstein, but I couldn't put my finger on who it was. I was obviously able to immediately tell Mr. Lawrence as Zoot, but
I will say, so while Kaz has worked on a lot of stuff, I'm realizing they probably call him Kaz because his name is unpronounceable if you are not Greek. But it's like worked on, like, it's funny, you say SpongeBob, but you say like both things I think he's worked on. But the storyboarding here was done by I wrote it down because I thought it was him. You all those new Mickey Mouse shorts. The guy that works on a lot of those new Mickey Mouse shorts. Not Paul Rudish. One of the writers. He works like as there's Eddie Tagaro. Tagarios. That's it. Yeah. Which, like, you can kind of feel that in this a little bit, actually.
Okay.
The way movement happens and stuff like that, it very much does remind me of those new Mickey Mouse shorts.
The color palette also is very much.
Yes,
like
very
that.
much so.
And like, yeah, just the humor and everything also feels. It feels like it's within that same universe. Like, it's very similar to that, where there's like a little bit of a freewheeling absurdist bent to it, similar to something like SpongeBob as well. And I really like the setting. I do understand that it's probably not the most appealing setting because it's a shitty junkyard. but I think
that's great for a cartoon. I think that's really fun, actually.
Yeah, I think that is pretty good. It gave me like some like regular show vibes like 4 years before that became a thing. Or I guess 3 years before the pilot for regular show became a thing, because it's like, two beleaguered friends who work for like an overly demanding boss figure, like, and it's like kind of a chill thing, even though it's kind of ridiculous. Like, this feels like it definitely has its foot in this era of cartoons, whereas regular show, obviously, like, in Adventure Time kind of changed the tone of cartoons going forward. But I feel like there is some like DNA of that, like a little bit of that in there at this point that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I think like this. I feel like this was just a 4. I had a great time. I think the comedy was good. I think the setup was good. It looked great to look at. Yeah, I had a fantastic time. This was like literally going from hot dog shit poopy nasty water to like that was so good.
Yeah, there were funny jokes. I laughed very hard when he had to cross the freeway and he puts his foot into the rushing traffic and it's like, ooh, hot, like he pulls it. Like just such a stupid joke, and it just made me laugh.
I also love the like, you can't do it because you're small. It's like I'm not small, and they just change perspective to make him look even smaller than he was before. I'm like, fuck, that's a really good one too.
Love stuff like that. Yeah, and then when he gets into the machine, he's just like ridiculously small inside of it and can't control it properly. Good stuff. Yeah, there's like a lot of like little gags and things like that feel very cartoony, very like we're drawing something to make ourselves laugh, etc. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think like with the little bit of tweaking, it could have been just like a full show that aired.
I could definitely see this being a full show that just aired. Yeah. So what did you end up on this?
I think 4 as well. Like I think that's a good, because like if something like what we talked about last time, like Diggs Tail Wagger, like I put that at 5 because I was like, not only do I think that this would make a good show, I want it so badly. Like I just want this show so bad. This is like, I'm not like dying for it, but when I saw it, I was like, "Whoa, it's like a good show." So
yeah, and it's like ready to go. It's ready to fucking go. That's what makes it 5. A 5 is like ready to go right now. Yeah, write more episodes.
Whereas, exactly. Whereas like this is like still just like a really good thing, but not quite at that like high level. Like I could see it kind of like getting itself into a groove and becoming, it's just there's a lot of potential there. So I really enjoyed it. And like I said, I love the art style, I love the voices and everything, the animation, etc. All great. One of the better ones that we've talked about for sure. This next one's pretty interesting because it's only a couple minutes long. Mask of Santo, but it looks pretty cool.
This was cool as shit. This was cool as hell. Yeah, this was really fucking sick. It's impossible to get anything from it because of how short it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This, superhero luchador and his sidekick with like a weird power set of being able to steal other people's powers. Yeah, okay.
It feels like it's weird that this didn't become a show because I feel like this kind of
for this time period, this would have been perfect.
Yeah. It's weird that in general that there haven't been that many like. I can't really think of many like luchador shows other than Mucha Lucha that like were popular in the U.S. It's weird that that's not the case because it seems like such a slam dunk. I understand it's more culturally a Latin American thing, but like it still feels like people know luchadors. They think they're cool. I mean, Hall Lucha, he just got a Mega Evolution today.
It's just the missing context of luchadors being full-on superhero stand-ins that Americans miss a lot. It's because American wrestlers are for anyone who follows me on the Blue Sky, they know I post about wrestling too much. American wrestlers are either really good sportsmen or the most racist human beings who ever exist. So like there's like a lot of that superhero thing has left us since the 70s and 80s in wrestling. But like in Lucha Libre, it's still very much a thing. Like the secret identity and stuff, it still exists for like a lot of luchadors and shit like that. But it is weird. You would think at least one time it would come over because Mucha Lucha was super duper fucking popular. Like whenever they do play with it, it is very popular.
Yeah, and it feels like it's always like it leans into that the superhero, the camp value, everything like that, without being like offensive or stereotypical. Because usually there are people that are actually of the culture making it, unlike say if you had like super duper sumos or something like that, or like anything that's like trading from Japanese culture. 9 times out of 10 it's all white guys, or like there's no Japanese people of any kind that are working on it. Maybe voice actors will be on there, but like look at shit like you know, maybe not 3 delivery. I actually don't know if the person who made that, you know, is,
I am willing to make a shot in the dark that 3 delivery is made by maybe the whitest man to ever exist.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm rolling the dice. And it's Larry Schwartz. Yup.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah.
I like literally I'd bet my life on it.
Yeah.
I would have bet my life on this before the Google search. Also, you say Super Duper Sumos ruined my day.
Yeah, that is a
Ruined my
terrible
fucking
show. So.
Gluteus Maximus.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is ass, man. Oh my god.
It is literally ass. But that's what I'm talking about, is that like these other things that are taking from other cultures, like it's usually a lot more surface level, where it's like, I don't know, like this feels like it's not that much, but you got like all the hallmarks. You got like, okay, here's this guy, he's like the cool like heroic figure. He has like a sidekick character who is the eager, you know, he's an eager sidekick, the Robin archetype, etc. Just wants to show dad that he's doing a good job. And then
but he has like a secret power in him and all that stuff.
Like,
it's really very Gohan adjacent in a lot of ways.
Yes. And then like they have a little conflict with a villain, brings out a mammoth and everything, and Santo is able to fight a fucking mammoth, and then
and it looks cool as shit when he does it too.
Like I was like, holy shit, when the kid like brought out his mask and like shot out like a fucking vortex and like lightning towards the villain. I was like, that looks sick as fuck. Like that, I would, yeah, like if it got like fully picked up, because this really was just like a proof of concept, little flash animated thing. But if this got picked up and was done by like Man of Action or whatever, you know, instead of Generator Rex or something like that, like I could see it in the same style as a show like that.
Yeah,
like it just seems like so easy to make, and then like
I'm trying to figure out why you should do a shot at Generator Rex like that.
Well, I mean, we are going to talk about it soon, but
I'm over here offended for my nigga Generator Rex. Like, whoa, what do you mean instead? Why can't it be both?
That's true. Well, sure, I guess it can be both. But
dude, Generator's gonna be if Generator Rex's ass, I'm gonna be so mad. Not after saying this, if Generator Rex's ass, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm like,
I feel like
damn.
I feel it's Generator Rex is pretty cool from what I remember, but again, I was a teenager when it came out.
Yeah.
I'm interested to check out Secret Saturdays when we get to that, especially because the mom is pretty hot.
So fucking hot! Oh my god, she's so sexy, dude. I'm so excited. Dude, I'm about to secret my Saturday, bro. You don't know.
But yeah, it's weird because there is like not much to talk about, but this has a ton of potential to be something really, to have been something really cool. I think that they definitely should try something like this again in the future, as far as like trying to make like a cool action show, maybe with a light continuity to it. You know, especially because those kind of shows still seem like they are popular. I mean,
they still do pretty all right.
Yeah, like stuff like Miraculous Ladybug, garbage, terrible show. People still love it and pretend that they like it to this day. So that's the
dude. Yeah. Someone that got no pro ship in their bio is gonna hear you say that and fucking come out here as a shooter against you. Like, what did you say about Miraculous Ladybug? You piece of shit! Yeah. I'll kill you, and they're gonna shoot you with a gun.
Yeah. But
yeah, 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
I had a great time.
4.
It's so short.
Yeah, it's hard to like 4 seems
really
a little bit weird because it's so short, but it is just like vibes, cool as fuck, you know. Good stuff. Wacky Races Forever. This is one of the ones I actually knew existed before we watched this episode.
Before we get into this, I went on a tirade with Kathy about this nothing thing. The quality is to the side.
Yeah.
Let's stop rebooting Wacky Races.
Right.
Let's stop attempting to reboot. I don't even understand what it is about Wacky Races that activates a CEO's mind where he goes, we should reboot it. Wacky Races isn't even that fucking popular.
Yeah.
Like it was popular, but like it's not like fucking Scooby-Doo. And they're every 4 years they're like, guys, we can bring it back. Why? Because we gotta bring it back. We gotta bring it back. Bring what back, dude?
Yeah,
Name one that's not Dick Dastardly. Name me one person from that
right,
fucking show.
exactly. I was like, when other characters showed up, I was like, are these were these characters from Wacky Races, or are these like new characters made for this?
Yeah, like I know Dick Dastardly. Who is this? Like Cockman and like
in Balls Man,
Captain Caveman's gay cousins.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Like, what's happening? Who are these people?
Yeah, I feel like Hanna-Barbera in general, and I feel fine talking about this because we're going to talk about it again like 2 years from now or whatever when we get to Jellystone. So here's a little preamble. But there's like a couple properties that are worth a shit from Hanna-Barbera. There's like 6. Yes, yeah, like Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, Flintstones, not even Jetsons. I would say like Jetsons is a fucking second stringer compared to, Flintstones or whatever. That might be it, because even stuff like, Jabberjaw and Loop-de-Loop and Augie Doggy and Doggy Daddy, like, all these stuff.
Those are nothing until, like, Jellystone. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, like, the Wacky Races thing is like, what if someone woke up and say every week and went, dog, I could do a Funky Phantom reboot. Like, that'd be the same thing. Like, who the fuck gives a shit about Funky Phantom? Like, I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, and I can just imagine, like, how many episodes did the original Wacky Races even have? Because
probably like 1 billion. Because Hanna-Barbera felt like a money laundering scheme. That's
true. No, they only had. This is the thing. Like, it's such a thin. Well, it's not even a thin premise. It's just like such a like. Okay, you've seen one episode. You've seen every episode. Like that's.
Dude, I'm pissed.
17.
I don't know how many episodes. Hold on. You mean I've been accosted with like 19 reboots of this fucking thing for 17 episodes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill somebody.
This is what I was gonna say. Like, all the fucking Space Ghost stuff. Like, people that are like, we need like a serious reboot of Space Ghost. Like, that show had like 20 episodes. The people who made Space Ghost Goes the Coast, they just like found this weird show and were like, okay, that will be funny. If we took the same thing with C-Lab. It's like, these aren't like beloved properties that people that grew up in like the fucking Vietnam War era were like, oh man, that was amazing. I loved that show. It was such an amazing classic.
Because the thing is though, right? If I ask someone, hey, you want to do a reboot of Wacky Races? I said, all right, cool. Write me 14 episodes right now, and if you reuse the same 20 words between any of them, I'm shooting you in the head with that. I'm not even joking. I'm like behind it like this. Now listen, you've already written 3 times Dick Dastardly tries to cheat and then ends up losing. Make me a new plot now, or I'm shooting you in the head with this gun. Like, I'm just...
And like, with Wacky Races, I remember as a kid watching Transformers Cybertron, and whenever they would focus on the Speed Planet where they're having a race for like 5 episodes, it bored the fuck out of me because I was just like, we're doing another race? Like, why does there have to be so many fucking races? And like, my dad he's a racing guy, and he's like hard fucking core because he has like the steering wheel. He like built his own rig for the steering wheel to like, so that they can like play it properly and everything. He's like, Gran Turismo, that's too arcadey for me. I only like these European simulators.
He's a pervert.
Yeah,
okay,
he's a complete sicko when it comes to like racing simulations and everything.
I know, but like racing as a plot device only works so often. Like a animated racing movie goes crazy. Like Red Line, cool,
yeah,
great.
Absolutely.
But a TV show goes like you bring up Cybertron. I remember so vividly they would fight Snarl and do a billion things in that show. And Hot Rod. No, it's Hot Rod. Yeah,
it's
Hot Rod. Hot Rod would still Hot Shot.
Yeah.
Hotshot would still be fucking racing. And I'm like, nigga, do something else. This cannot be worth the time. The world's ending. This could not be worth the time you are putting into This is crazy. I'm just going on a tirade about how much I hate racing shows. That NASCAR show was also ass. It's so hard to make a racing show good unless you have like $1 billion to make every episode animated the best you've ever seen.
So how'd you feel about this? Wacky Races.
This was all right. This was fine.
Yeah.
I know I'm bitching.
Yeah.
I did all this bitching, and I was like, no, this is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just, like, I'm just over the concept. Like, it's fine. This was well-made-ish. I'm just over the concept.
Yeah. Wacky Races Forever. It's like... Is that what it's called? Or did I just... Wacky Races
No, it's
Forever.
Wacky Races... Which is crazy, because, like, no, it's not forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost the opposite of what happened to the show.
But, like...
Wacky Races sometimes, you know?
Yeah. But it's like a next generation kind of thing, but only with like Penelope Pitstop and some other guy. That's the
See, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what gets me, right? You can't even tell me the main nigga from Wacky Race's name. That's what's getting me. I'm getting mad again. Sorry, but like you can't even tell me his name.
Because I'm just thinking of like, you know, like I'm thinking of like Speed Racer, which is like. I've read the manga and I enjoy it, you know, so it's like, I know the show is its own thing, and people make fun of it and whatever, but I'm like, okay, I know the main character, I know the conflicts, I know all this stuff. It's like solely focused on him, like he's like one of the only like identifiable characters and like
besides like Racer X
and everything like that. So it's like focused on Go, like that's the thing.
Because I think you have to do a Monster of the Week thing. Because when you have like a specific cast of racers for a show, that kills how many episodes you can do. There's nothing new happening.
Because it's just the
we
same
know these
fucking jokes every single time with all the characters. So,
dude, I don't know. This is the most excited I've been about a pilot that I thought was all right.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm kind of pissed.
I actually did enjoy. I was like, okay, that would have been cool. Like I could see this being like I can't imagine like a 11 or 20 minute show for this, but if they did just have these like, if they made like a sequence of like 8 shorts that were like 4 to 5 minutes, at some point, and we're just like depicting like one race, something like that, that could have been fun. Something similar to like DC Nation where they had like a bunch of shorts.
Yeah, like the little tiny shorts,
story.
I also think like what's up with like this era of like not this era, but like before it, having like races be a thing. Remember the Scooby-Doo movie Reluctant Werewolf where he's a fucking race car driver but has to be a werewolf? What was going on?
In the 60s or 70s? Like, why was there so much...
Someone at fucking Hanna-Barbera says, I'm going to make a racing thing popular. And I'm like, for what?
I don't know. Racing, for some reason... Like, I guess I kind of get the appeal of, like, cars driving really fast on a racetrack or whatever, but, like... NASCAR
for a comedy show?
Yeah, I don't know. Like NASCAR is popular to a degree. I have no idea if people give a fuck about it now. But like
people like NASCAR.
Yeah. But like Cars. People like Cars, the Pixar series.
Mm-hmm. It's not very good, but
I'm unfortunately one of those people that, and I enjoy Cars. I'm not like a car guy though, so that's the thing. Like that autism.
Like you don't want to fuck.
That missed me, but I am like, I like the first Cars. The second one is very bad. Third one is all right.
The third one, because my goat's washed, is like the funniest thing on earth.
Yeah.
Something about Lightning McQueen is Asby is really funny. Like there's like this old man.
Yeah.
That unironically, that's the only one I liked. I was like, this is really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Wacky Races Forever, 3 out of 5.
It is solid. I will. Okay, there's one thing I did notice because I thought it was interesting that what the fuck is his fucking name? The Dick Dastardly. That he was voiced by, what Why is his name? Why are the names leaving me as soon as I was trying to convey this point? He was voiced by
that's a Wacky Races
Jim
effect,
Cummings, and in the original Wacky Races, he was voiced by Paul Winchell, who was the original voice of Winnie the Pooh. So, and Jim Cummings is the current voice of Winnie the Pooh. So it's interesting that they're like, okay, you voice matched Winnie the Pooh in the past from this guy, Paul Winchell. Now you got to voice match Dick Dastardly for this guy. But then, now who the fuck, because Dick Dastardly was in Scoob. Do you remember the movie Scoob?
I do remember the movie Scoob. Yeah.
So
it's because Dick Dastardly, like, the only character from this anyone remembers, and it's not even him. It's his dog that laughs at him.
Yeah. And he's
I just remembered.
Jason Isaacs is Dick Dastardly in the movie. So yeah.
Isn't there like a 2017
Yeah.
Like Wacky Races show? Are we doing that? Are we doing that?
We might, because some
I'm
of these,
just
I think
bitch.
it's like one of these boomerang shows. I have a couple boomerang shows that are listed just because it's like, when the fuck are we going to talk about, like, boomerang exclusive shows? So it's like, when are we going to talk about Bunnicula? When are we going to talk about, like, Care Bears Unlock the Magic or whatever? Like, these weird fucking shows that just, like, aired exclusively on Boomerang.
What the fuck is Care Bears Unlock the... I just looked this up. This is crazy.
Yeah.
What is this?
Apparently it's like recent. I was like on HBO Max the other day looking for episodes of Ben 10 Alien Force. Wasn't there. And I saw that. And I was like, this shit is still going? Because I saw episodes that were posted in like 2024. Like, and I was like, I swear to God, this was new in like 2018 or something like that. Like, so how the fuck is this, how did they string this shit along for this long? But all these other shows, are dead in the water at Cartoon Network. So I don't know.
Dude, this is maybe Boomerang is the future. Put everything on Boomerang. I don't know.
Next pilot. Avery Matthews of Porch Cow.
What a weird sense of humor on this one.
Yeah, it's as soon as I learned it was by Harvey Birdman people, I was like, that it makes perfect sense. It does
make sense, but for kids,
yeah, there's a little bit of a like weird disconnect with it where like it has like that sort of sense of humor of like Harvey Birdman, but it's kid friendly, obviously. It's still
jokes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I think a joke can be kid friendly and still not work for a kid. Yeah. And I think that's where this thing lives at. Like, it's just like the jokes are kid friendly, but also I don't think a kid's gonna laugh at these jokes.
Yeah, I'm kind of weirdly mixed on this one because like I think it's like dryly funny. I think that there's a lot of moments in it that I'm like, okay, this is like pretty like haha. I'm like going. About things from it, and J.K. Simmons as the main character is like great, big thumbs up for him, Mr. Whiplash.
Yeah, he's
himself.
very good in this here.
But otherwise,
he also sounds like a bull, so it makes sense. He sounds like a bull. I don't know what I mean by that, but like,
it's funny that he's doing a very mellow voice for this, even though he is a bull. Like, so he's not doing his like. J. Jonah Jameson.
If I find another one of these fucking things laying around, I'm going to like he's not.
I'll fucking destroy you.
Yeah, he's not doing full Whiplash.
What are we gonna do? We should do Whiplash on.
Dude, we should just say fuck cartoons and do an episode of Whiplash because that movie's so goddamn good and it's really funny.
The fact so many people that are like, it's funny. Oh, it's so inspirational at the end when he. Like that's not.
Dude, he's bleeding on drums, and they're like, "Dude, this is motivation never to quit." Says you are not going to make it to 36.
Yeah,
you are going to end your own life, dude. This is not a motivational movie. He is being abused. Yeah. Like I don't know if you know that.
Good stuff.
But yeah, this also has a weird cast because like it's like it's like the most voiced guys in the world because like it's fucking Kevin Michael Richardson and Phil Lamar and Nolan North. Like it's so weird the cast on this. You would think this would get picked up purely because of the power behind it in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's weird that it didn't. I think maybe because it's just like, it's a little bit too dry as far as the humor goes, or I don't know, maybe not dry is the right word. It feels very like
measured,
like comic-y, like Sunday comic.
It does.
Maybe because it's a farm setting, it just makes me think of like that, idea or whatever. And it's like, okay, it's kid friendly, but they're speaking in a way that feels very like urbane and above, what maybe kids would find funny or whatever. Or maybe they'll like laugh, but they don't know why that they're laughing until later in their life. I don't know, like there's like a vibe to it that I did enjoy, but it was also like, it wasn't like laugh out loud funny. It wasn't like blowing me away. Like I wasn't crazy about the art style or anything, compared to like looking at something like Zoot Rumpus, where that like has just such a gorgeous style to it, and so like fun and cartoony and everything, where like this feels a little bit more like comic strip-y, maybe like maybe even like a graphic novel or something like that. And it feels weird that it's like, I don't know, it's just strange to see this style of humor on completely original characters instead of with like Hanna-Barbera characters, with with the way that Harvey Birdman. That's another thing regarding what we were talking about with Wacky Races, where it's like Harvey Birdman is a cool show. It's funny because it's like creating nostalgia and attachment for characters that nobody gives a fuck about. Like nobody gives a fuck about.
It's like
even
it's
like
a disingenuous nostalgia.
At that point, like in the early 2000s, like it wasn't until What's New Scooby-Doo, basically, and the like James Gunn movie that people started to care about Scooby-Doo.
And the thing is, though, the James Gunn movies kind of run into the joke of not having nostalgia. The James Gunn movies make up nostalgia for Scooby-Doo that's not true.
Yeah.
And people fall for it all the time. Like, it's funny to me. Like, I think, like, this, like, false nostalgia jokes that people did were really good and really fun. And then you have, we're done talking about Wacky Races. I don't want to fucking smack Wacky Races again. I don't want to smack Wacky Races again because I hate it. I feel like I'm just like over here talking and I just see this nigga from across the room and I walk over and I fucking
and
punch
another
him in the
thing.
face.
Yeah.
Just start stomping on his ribs. I fucking hate you. But this was fun. This was all right. I gave it a 3. Because I just don't think it has legs.
No.
Like, as a kid's show. But I did think I had a fun enough time for it. I think, like, some of the drier interactions between characters was really funny to me. And, like, my sense of humor. But I don't know if that makes a good pilot for normal Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I agree with that. I could see it, again, I could see it being, like, if it was part of a shorts thing, like What a Cartoon, or, like, Cartoon Institute, which would be, like, a year or two from when this came out. And there was like 4 shorts, that told like a semi-complete story or something like similar to what I said with Wacky Races. Like some things just can't become a full show, or they would be boring. No,
they don't have the bones.
But some things could exist in like a shorter format or whatever. I feel like something like, for example, a show that we may never talk about, Mighty Magiswords. Probably worked a lot better as shorts than it did as a show, because once it became a show.
You are so kind.
I mean,
you are so kind.
Right.
Because I'm about to be me. I think that show was never even a little funny.
I agree.
I used to have such a visceral reaction when people said like, "Oh yeah, I'm watching Mighty Magiswords." I'm like, so who's holding you hostage? Who is like holding a gun to your head of your loved ones? Like, and it's good that that's. Are you in a funny game situation?
Yeah.
Like, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just saying, I'm glad that that's one of those shows where like, I don't have to feel even a little bit bad making fun of it because the person who created it. So that's.
It's a sex creep. Yeah. So fuck him. Like, and And fucking polluting. Oh, let me chill out. I'm gonna say fucking polluting the Kamarada and Sentai fan base with his shitty fucking art.
That's the thing.
And
like, that's where I first learned about him, was through being a Kamarada fan and everything, and like just seeing his shitty art, and then being like, oh, he's making like Cartoon Network show, and then it would come out. I had like the Cartoon Network app at that time, so I would use that to watch OKKO and Craig of the Creek while that was airing in like 2017, 2018, and that's also when Mighty Magiswords came, and like it was like that and like a few other things, you know, kind of annoying shows like Unikitty was also around that time, but I would take 1,000,000 fucking episodes of Unikitty before one episode of Mighty Magiswords.
I would watch Unikitty while having a spike drive into my urethra before I watch 10 seconds of fucking Mighty Magiswords. I don't think, no joke, Wyatt. I was like working in like restaurants and I like just put on Cartoon Network or something, or like maybe the YouTube or something, and autoplay made Mighty Magiswords come on. Yeah. And I got so mad, I almost went to the zoo and beat a penguin to death with my bare hands. Like, that shit is so ass. Like, I don't want to be dramatic, but I'm going to be dramatic.
What I was going to say, to clarify, with the app, they would play a live stream of, like, shows. Like, they would play, like, a running group of shows. And you could choose episodes that you wanted to watch and would play those. But there were always in the background, there would be, like, an episode of Craig of the Creek or Apple and Onion, which that I'm very excited to talk about.
Apple Onion, I'm also very excited to talk about, but
But anyway, man, off on a tangent here. But yeah, I agree with you.
What,
3 out of 5 for Porch Cow.
3 out of 5. This nigga had a basketball sword. That's your joke? That's your full joke?
Yeah.
Ooh, shoot him. Shoot him with a gun.
I mean, they should definitely... The fact that he's, like, on parole or whatever, like, with an ankle bracelet, I'm like, they need to blow that shit up like fucking Battle Royale. Like, that's...
Fuck. Wyatt, I'm gonna throw up. It's so funny. Fucking Amanda Waller, him and Suicide Squad just blow up his ankle. Oh, we're in trouble. We're gonna get in trouble. Elliot Zoo is the last one.
Yeah. This is another one of these like really short ones where there's like not that much to say.
No.
I don't understand how this is even qualified as a pilot.
This is nothing. This was fucking nothing, dude. This is like, I know we talked about like another few that were like 3 minutes. This one felt less than 3 minutes. This felt like 16 seconds.
Yeah, this is why we need to go on a long tangent these past two, like talking about Wacky Races and talking about Avery Matthews, whatever.
You guys should thank me for whooping Wacky Races ass.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have enough content if we just talked about. If we got to this and we're like, oh, we had to talk about this for like 5 minutes? No.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah. That's it. We're 2 out of 5. That's what I gave it. It's kind of funny. I'll never think about it again. I will never think about it. This is like
somebody's thesis film for SVA or something, you know, like for college. Like, it's not a fucking pilot. It's just like...
This is like someone was at lunch with you and said, oh, if I made a cartoon, it'd be about like, you know, a kid who runs a zoo and his dad's like a caveman. All right, Nick, whatever.
Yeah.
We're not with your friend. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Here. Why are you at our table? Like, that's like the entire thing.
Yeah, and I guess the most interesting, it's like UK based, I believe. So this is one of the few European, I think the only other, have we done any European pilots? I don't know, maybe.
Well, what's it called? Zoot Rumpus was like Teletoons, so that's like Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Canadians are kind of European.
Yeah, they're close to, I guess. Yeah, sure.
I don't anyway. If they're Quebecois. They're like kind of European.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah. Does that okay? But I actually just noticed something. I was looking at the credits for Elliot Zoo. Matt Lazell, who would go on to work on Apple and Onion and Battle Kitty on Netflix, which is an awesome show that unfortunately will never get a real ending because it was canceled after one season because it was a weird...
Wyatt, I don't know. We'll never do a Netflix episode. You are so consistently beefing or upset about Netflix cartoons. Have you noticed that?
Yes, because there's a lot of really good ones that got canceled.
Dude, you're like, there's a lot of good ones that get canceled, and there's other ones who like be fucking jerking you off in an alleyway, trying to say 3 more seasons and we'll finish our show. Yeah, like it's crazy.
We're not gonna get into that show. We could go on another tangent for 15 minutes if we're.
Wyatt Arthur handballed up. We're not gonna get into that show. Just like.
Yeah, let's focus on Centaur World and City of Ghosts and other shows like that, you know.
And Kipo.
Yeah, we like Kipo and Scarlemagne. He's I love that baboon. Good guy. But yeah, this is fine. I don't know. I don't feel like it's bad, so I don't want to rate it. I guess 3 as well.
Yeah, I said 2 because I'll never think about it again.
Sure, I guess Yeah, I guess 2 isn't like, it's terrible
it's not,
garbage.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's forgettable. I don't, whatever. It left no impression whatsoever on me.
And I think for a pilot, you need to not be that.
Yeah.
Like, one of the big things for a pilot is to not be deeply forgettable.
So here's where I reveal the fact that there was a couple pilots that we should have been doing during this block of time, but there's just a lot of pilots that are just lost media for some reason.
We are in the Cartoon Network era of like and like I think what happened is like they're not using physical disc anymore, are they?
No, I think physical. Yeah, I think people. This is before they started uploading them onto YouTube, but it's after people started cared enough to record them on tape. So
yeah.
So it's right in that sweet spot of barely any of these. These are hard to find. Some of them they have to be uploaded by the creators of them. You know, they just have a master of it, or sometimes some of them are recently found in media. There was a couple live action pilots because this is around the time that CN Real was becoming a thing.
Dark-sided.
So there was there's some live action pilots that were in the works that are gone. I just couldn't find them. I would have been interested to check them out, but unfortunately we didn't get to check them out.
This is the era of things would made and sent in an email to some cruel executive at Cartoon Network who would go, "This was ass," and delete the email forever.
Yeah.
So that's the issue.
Yeah. So that's for the next. I think we're soon going to get into, some
the YouTube era.
Yeah, we're pretty close because this one was 2009. So I think next time we do it, we'll probably do Cartoon Institute.
Can we do some pilots that got picked up?
We could. Sure.
I want to talk about the Steven Universe pilot.
I mean, we could just talk about that when we talk about Steven Universe, but
that's a good point. But
yeah, but it could be cool to do an episode where we just pick all of the pilots that got
picked up.
Yeah, a bunch of modern pilots that got picked up. Because there is some Lakewood Plaza Turbo is that is kind of tonally different from OK K.O. when that came out. And then one of my favorites, Tigglewinks, when that became Tig and Seek, it's a kind of a way different vibe than what they had. The original pilot was more Uncle Grandpa-esque, ridiculous in its humor, and it's a little bit more grounded in the final show. And then
I do think that'd be a fun thought experiment, because Steven was so much more Italian looking in the pilot.
Right. Maybe I mean,
that's Stephen DeMeo.
He's also Jewish, but
Jewish Italian is many such cases.
Okay, here's the thing. This is gonna get into some Steven Universe lore, but so Steven, his design obviously was to be okay, he's got the curly hair, the olive complexion, etc. He's of the tribe of Judah, because Rebecca Sugar and Steven Sugar, the brother and sister, are also Jewish.
I have no idea who Steven Sugar was until this very moment, but go ahead.
Okay, so, well, he obviously is the brother of Rebecca Sugar, but he is also, like, he's a background artist across, like, cartoons and stuff. Like, I think he worked on Amphibia, I believe, and things like that. So he didn't just work at Cartoon Network or whatever. I actually don't know if he had any involvement in Steven Universe. But, so, like, Steven is based on the real Steven. But in Steven Universe, the reason Steven has curly hair is not because of Greg, and it's not even necessarily because of Rose Quartz, because
it's
spoilers, Rose Quartz is actually Pink Diamond, and she has curly hair. So is Pink Diamond Jewish? That's what I'm trying to get to. Now
an insane wraparound way. Also, I know I made the joke. I swear to God, you were going to say he had cancer and those are chemo curls. I don't know why, but that's where my brain went. I'm like, oh yeah, Steven. I remember. I don't really remember the episode where Steven was diagnosed with leukemia, but I guess it happened.
Well, remember he gets cancer, and then he turns into Sans. Like if you remember, like that's the.
Oh yeah, no, because over time his nose falls off, and like Steven Universe. Dude, we are referencing shit that has never been referenced on podcasts before. Like
nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about. But...
Dude, we're having a collective gas leak from states apart. It's just like, what the fuck's going on?
All right, that'll do it, I guess, for this batch of pilots. Not bad.
What
There's
weird one.
A couple pretty good ones with Zoot Rumpus and Mask of Santo. And
it'll take you literally like not even an hour to watch them all, so just go do it.
Yeah, you can skip the
honestly, whenever we do
Mode
this,
5,
no, you can't.
Okay.
Whenever we do this and we watch shitty pilots, you guys have to watch them.
Yeah, you have to. You're not allowed to watch this episode until you watched every one of these pilots. Until you watched fucking... Finkel Files and whatever else, you know.
All right, that's a little brutal. It's a little brutal, but yeah, you do gotta watch like Diggs Tailwagger and draw sexy furry porn.
Yeah.
Of him and the captain.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then like accidentally like send it to us as a joke because it'd be really funny.
Yeah, and tag Wyatt in it as a joke when you draw like the knot.
Yeah.
The knot. Then Diggs Tailwagger getting Diggs ass digger with the knot. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. Where can we find you on the internet?
Cool. You can find me at Girl Next Door on Blue Sky and on Tumblr. You want to get me on Blue Sky very quickly because I heard that they're taking Blue Sky to the car crusher. And you really want to get there before it's made to like a tight compressed cube.
Yeah.
Wyatt, where can we find you?
On Twitter and Blue Sky at Wasp Ranger, WAZP Ranger. It's mostly stream of consciousness stuff, but I do post about podcasts I'm doing or videos I'm making. At the time of recording this, I just did some videos for a collab with BH Ultra, a YouTube channel. He's doing all the Adult Swim games. Like Adult Swim game, like published games, not like their website games, I don't think. But so they're doing, you know, everything from like that Aqua Teen game to like a bunch of shit, random indie games that were published by them. So I did Battle Chef Brigade and Death's Gambit. So if you're interested in hearing my little like 5-minute reviews of those, check that video out whenever it comes out. Maybe it'll be out by the time that this episode is out. I do not know, actually. He just said the deadline for editing the videos was the end of August. So I don't know how much, like probably sometime in September, I would guess, which is when this will be coming out. Anyway, so check that out. Go on to the Patreon if you want to listen to the episode about Ben 10 Alien Force right now. You can listen to that for $3. If you're already part of the Patreon, thank you. But if you're not, go there. But if you only got $1, that's fine too, because you get Wow Cool Robot, which is me and my friend Wayne going through every single robot in existence. There's some good stuff. We got to record some episodes soon because I think we're running out of
backlog.
Yeah, running out of that backlog. But hey,
I gotta. Speaking of Ben 10, because we're doing it next week. It sucks cock that Benton Alien Voice has just an instrumental opening.
Yeah.
Would it cost them money to just drop in, it started when an alien device did what it did? Like,
it sucked itself upon his dick.
Upon his dick. Nah, he's no ordinary bitch. He's come to.
That's going to be good. We get to talk about Yuri Lowenthal. We get to talk about
Sasuke,
Ashley, whatever the fuck her name. What's the
Ashley
Ellie from?
Nigga, you do not know Yuri Lowenthal and not know Ashley Birch. I'm gonna fucking stab you.
No. Ashley Birch. It's Ashley Birch. She's Enid from OKKO. I'm talking
No, not Ashley Birch. Ashley Johnson.
Yes, Ashley Johnson.
Dog, I forgot Ashley Johnson's name.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's what's her face from The Last of Us, Ellie, and then she's Tulip from. And Infinity Chain. Those are the only two people, and she's in Critical Role or something. But
she's a main person. Critical Role. Also, we get like famous anti-vexer Greg Sipes.
Right?
Is he dead? Is he dead? Google tell me, dude. Every time I look up a picture of him, he looks like a cult leader that has 3 followers. He looks so bad.
even after marrying Tara Strong, so.
He looks like if Jared Leto did what Boo did to get Evil Boo out. Holy shit. That's so fucking brutal.
And he got turned into a meth pipe instead of a bar of chocolate.
Why? Okay, the episode's over. We have to stop. I'm gonna cry.
Join us next time for Benton Alien Force.
Goodbye.